Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and it is Monday, May 3rd. Time to get you your Raid Shadow Legends kickoff for the week, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so I started off the intro with some crickets going on because it's very unusual to not hear anything yet from Plarium. Their office hours, they get into the office way before I wake up. Usually by the time I wake up on a Monday morning, we've got some sort of announcement from them. So we haven't heard anything. And also, typically, we thought we'd be getting like a clan versus clan match tomorrow. They've been starting on Tuesdays, but we don't have the 24-hour countdown in game or anything showing that is coming up. So it's very weird and very just mysterious that we haven't heard anything yet. So it must be kind of the calm before the storm before Plarium says something for the week. But in terms of the summoning event that we can expect, we just had 2 X Sacreds, which means if they go by their normal rotation and way they kind of operate, this week we should get a 10X, and we'll probably find out in about 2 or 3 days. As soon as we know what the 10X is, I will definitely get you all caught up and give you my thoughts. I also want to give you a really quick reminder that the 4th iteration of the Doom Tower is going to reset in just over 2 days. So you're really going to want to focus on those secret rooms and getting progress as far as you can, because we've only got a couple more days until the Doom Tower is done and it resets to another version. And also in about 8 days on next Tuesday, we will have the next event starting for Ruel the Huntmaster. Now, it seems to me now that the kit has been out for a few days and there's been some interaction in the community and some discussions and stuff, the water's pretty lukewarm on him, and people are kind of upset that there is another fusion right away. We just got done with a crazy hard one in Under Priest Brogni, and then we're going to be diving right into Ruel the Huntmaster. Now, I anticipate this one to be easier than the Brogni one. It definitely should be, because Ruel is not nearly as impactful for someone's account as Under Priest Brogni. Brogni was definitely better than Ruel, in my opinion. Ruel is going to be more of a champion designed to be a damage dealer and help add some flavor to the game when it comes to the Hex debuff, because currently nothing really works with Thea Tomb Angel. Hex is super rare. Hex doesn't really do anything on its own. Hex is kind of a it works with other things. You need a team built around it to get value out of the Hex debuff. So with how scarce that is in the game, and Ruel being a damage dealer, not really a support, not really a carry or anything, he's not going to be nearly as impactful as like Brogni. So hopefully it's way easier, and hopefully we would have gotten at least like another week or so just to kind of calm down after the Brogni craziness. But they're getting right back into it, and starting next Tuesday is going to be when the Ruel Huntmaster events should kick off. And remember, the next patch that is supposed to hit within the next week or two is going to include the level 25 dungeons, the Void rebalance. I've covered that stuff extensively with dedicated videos, but this image right here is your refresher course on the level 25 dungeons. The Ice Golem going to switch to Magic, Dragon will switch to Force, Spider will switch to Magic, and then the Fire Knight will switch to Spirit. The max level affinities will be changing, and we do have access to a test server as soon as I'm allowed to like stream the test server or give you some content based on these level 25 dungeons. I will make sure and do that. We cannot do that yet. It's not open and available to dive in and share with the public yet. But as soon as we can, I will get that content out to you guys and let you know my full thoughts while testing these level 25 dungeons. And you may have heard through the grapevine and stuff and different streams and videos I've done, I do want to host a next big free-to-play competition with a massive prize for first place that people can compete in. I have it mostly ironed out on how I want to do it. The problem is I want to do this competition during a lull, and we've had the craziness of Under Priest Brogni, and then we're moving right into Ruel the Huntmaster. I don't want to throw my competition out there when people are busy doing a fusion and like lots of stuff going on already. I don't want to throw more on top of players that want to compete in something. So I'm trying to wait until we get kind of a lull where we've got kind of a week or two window of nothing going on. I guess this week would have been a good opportunity to maybe try and squeeze that in before the Ruel the Huntmaster. But if the competition ends up taking 2 or 3 weeks, I'm still ironing out the details on how long it will take. I don't want people to be like really taxed and struggling to do the fusion on their main account and then trying to play in the competition. So I'm waiting on maybe I might wait until after Ruel the Huntmaster, and then right away after that ends, I'll announce my my next free-to-play competition. The last one was definitely a success, where the winner set the record for the world free-to-play arbiter, and I'm excited to do another one. I'm not putting it off. I'm not avoiding it. I'm just trying to and I do have approval from Plarium they'll look into the accounts again to confirm they're free to play and everything. So we've got the green light. I'm just waiting for a lull, basically. So I haven't forgot. We're definitely gonna get that out there. I'm ready to do it, ready to host it. I've got the money, the prize pool ready to go, and I'll get that announced as soon as we kind of get some downtime after Ruel the Huntmaster. Maybe is when I'll think about launching that. As far as tournaments going on right now in game, a pretty normal dragon tournament, nothing crazy going on here. And like I've kind of said for the last couple days or so, now a good time to kind of take a break and relax if you wanted to, because we just had the craziness going on with Brogni, and then we're going to be diving right into another fusion starting next Tuesday. So a good time to just kind of relax, play your game. There's no clan vs clan live. We don't have a countdown for one, so just kind of relax, have fun, enjoy the game, and kind of prepare your resources for going for Ruel the Huntmaster if you're going to be doing that. We'll have Ice Golem starting when the Dragon 1 ends, so that'll be tomorrow, and then we're going to have more champion training that we've... if you're not sick of champ training yet, we've got a champ training tournament that's going to be launching, and Ice Golem as well. And then if we pop into the events tab, the artifact enhancement is live right now. That's going to be probably the #1 thing to focus on. At least get the 1,000 points for core hammers. I was actually traveling this weekend, just got home late last night, so I haven't even done any artifact enhancement yet or anything, but I'll definitely at least get to 1,000 points and scoop up the core hammers. Then we've also got Dungeon Divers, got a few days left on that, and again, most of the stuff is pretty standard. There isn't anything that I would consider like a super hard focus, and like I said in the tournaments tab, a good time to just kind of gather your thoughts, save up some resources, and get ready for Ruel the Huntmaster. And now let's head on into the shop and see what is going on. So the shop looks a little bit sparse. I've restarted my game a couple times trying to make sure I get everything popped up, but this is what's loading for me, so I apologize if I miss out on an offer. I've done everything I can to get them all to load. A little bit weird that it's May 3rd right now, and I don't see the monthly pack yet in here, so definitely interesting, but let's go ahead and get this stuff plugged in and see if there's anything worth talking about. So this offer is a little bit interesting. I don't know if I've seen this exact offer before. We've got the 2 million, the 1,500, and then the 10 and the 10 for the books. Yeah, 2.4. That's that one on the right there is not a bad offer for high spenders, because you are getting 10 legendary books and then a bunch of other stuff as well. I'm not a huge fan of it personally. It's really expensive, and you're not getting any like upside dopamine, no shards or anything to go with the next 2x, right? And no energy to kind of grind better gear, but I guess you do get some gems that you can turn into energy. So again, I'm not super stoked about it, but it is technically a 2.4 that would make sense for higher spenders. And I can move this over and show you the one on the left as well. So we'll pop that over here, and we'll plug in the cheaper version. So let's go 1.5 million silver, and then 1,000 gems, and then it'd be 15 and 7. 1.48. So not nearly as good on that one. The one on the right is definitely better if I were going to spend on one of these, but it is super expensive, and I think it only really makes sense for kind of the higher tier spenders in Raid. For those of us that are more diligent about our budget, maybe a good one to just kind of hold off on. Let's see. Special silver pack. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. I'm not going to go down this this string to figure out the whole thing. I'll plug in the first one just in case you're curious. I don't think it's going to be very good, though. 13.5. And then 350 gems. Yeah, 1.13. Nope, not going to cut it. Mini mix, and we're not going to be interested in buying. What? Is this rare? What? I don't know if I've seen that for a long time. Rare? It's usually like 6-star epic or 5-star legendary. 6-star rare. That should be like, I mean, I don't even know, but yeah, $15 for rare gear. Yeah, no thanks. That's interesting though. I haven't seen them do that. So yeah, that's gonna kind of wrap up what I wanted to just, you know, talk about in this Monday morning video to get the week kind of kicked off. Sorry, it's not a super exciting video. It's kind of crickets right now. There's nothing crazy to really talk about. Just a bunch of things kind of coming down the line here for the Void rebalancing, the level 25 dungeons. So I think we will have a busy week. We'll know the 10x here in a couple days. But as of right now, we haven't really gotten any like Monday morning news from Plarium, or at least not what I've been able to gather poking around here in the community. So as soon as I know more stuff about Plarium's exact plans this week, we'll get that covered in tomorrow's video or something, and I'm looking forward to a busy week. Lots of testing stuff and interacting and having fun here on Raid. Kind of the calm before the storm before we dive into another event next week for Ruel the Huntmaster. So that's going to do it for this one. And remember, as always, for my kickoff wrap-up videos, there's a link down below in a pinned comment. I'll be live for a few hours right after sending this video out. If you want to come hang out, that link is down below. So that'll do it. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.